Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Before you listen to this segment, before you listen to this, I just want y'all to know that the full podcast of this episode, not only this segment, but the whole episode, of many more episodes, can be found on many different podcast platforms like SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, any podcast. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. With that being said, y'all, enjoy this segment. I'll see you all on the next episode. So, with all of that being said, and me going through breaking news around the league, y'all know what time it is, and it's the greatest time to be alive for these podcast episodes because it's the segment of Topic of the Day, and we're going to be answering the question, what's going on with Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics? Ha! You didn't think 2 seasons ago when this team went to the finals that this core was ever gonna break up. But that could be the chance. That could be what's happening. The fate could be sealed. The case may be closed. Whatever you want to say, however you want to say, does not matter to me because the writing may be on the wall. So I'm going to give y'all some context. So the Boston Celtics reportedly discussed a trade with the Brooklyn Nets for Kevin Durant last offseason with a package built around Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and future draft picks. Here's what my guy JB had to say. Quote, Katie and JT are friends. They was working out together and whatnot. So I wasn't sure what the energy was. I wasn't sure what the direction of the organization was. End quote. Next, I just want to say this. The overall feeling is that Brown won't be signing an extension with the team due to money. He'll make more money in free agency than with Boston. However, that could change if he makes an All-NBA team this year and is offered a Supermax. So, it gets really interesting. But why is everyone saying he's going to take the money? Because of these two quotes. Quote, I don't know. I'm sorry. This was what Jaylen Brown said to the Ringer regarding his future with Boston and how long he wants to play with Jason Tatum. Quote, I don't know, as long as I'm needed. It's not up to me. We'll see how they feel about me over time and how I feel about them over time. Hopefully, whatever it is, it makes sense, but I will stay where I'm wanted. I will stay where I'm needed and treated correct. End quote. Second quote. I just enjoy the time that you have now. Let me restart. I just enjoy the time that you have now. If it's your whole career, it's your whole career. If it's not, it's not. Some of the greatest players of all time haven't finished with the organization. Michael Jordan retired a Wizard. As much as we like it here, enjoy being here, you see where life takes you. You see how the process goes. All you really do is focus on what's in front of you right now. To be honest, but I really don't know or want to answer that question because that type of stuff makes Celtics fans speculate and go crazy, especially right now. I'll just say we'll get there when we get there. End quote. Can we just say something real quick? What does it mean to be treated correctly? I'm confused. Well, I'm not confused, but treated correct. Like, from a friendship perspective, like, what does it mean to be treated correct? What does it mean to be treated correctly? Honestly, guys, I don't know. I wish I did know. Oh well, I'm not going to focus on that. I guess there's different perspectives that you could take that from. I don't care, and I don't want to know what you meant behind that. But what I do know is this. We have a damaged relationship. Do I think Jaylen Brown has a future in Boston? Yes. But his relationship with the team has been rocky. To be honest, ever since his name was in trade rumors surrounding Kevin Durant, it's been rocky. But let's be honest, bro. It's Kevin Durant. Like, no one's gonna say no to Kevin Durant. The Suns didn't. They gave up Mikal Bridges for him. And I arguably believe Mikal's better than JB. As much as I respect him, I think Mikal's better. That's a different conversation for a different day. But look, I could see Boston trading him away for a piece that is better than Brown and can excel the backcourt with JT. But I love them both. They did go to NBA Finals. Like, just don't forget about that. I don't know if people are getting caught up in the moment, and we're forgetting that just 2 NBA Finals ago, this duo just took the league by storm and went to the NBA Finals. It was 2 games away from winning the championship. And can I just say something real quick? I brought this up the other day off the podcast with my dad. I was there. I said to him, because we were talking about the whole Jaylen Brown situation, but I said to him, do you realize that it was back-to-back NBA Finals where a team was only 2 wins away from winning the championship, from winning it all, but lost 4 straight games? Suns against Bucks and Celtics against Warriors. Truly incredible when you think about it. And for how much time flies, you're like, oh, dang. You really just don't piece the puzzle. You just don't piece it all together. Just don't piece the puzzle together. But I found that a very interesting, fun fact and tidbit that maybe you guys could tell someone, because while crushing to me that the Suns could not win, only 2 games away, it's fine. Anyways, he's forced to a game 7, maybe. I don't care at this point. I don't care. Still not heartbroken about that. Why would I be heartbroken? I don't have to be heartbroken. We're going to the finals now. I'm on the verge of crying again. Anyways, so cool fun fact. But what's going to happen with Brown? It's bad when you have someone says, where I feel wanted. Because if he's saying, well, I'll go where I feel wanted, so that means he feels disrespected, or he feels that he's not getting enough respect. And I can get where a guy... so let's take it from the player perspective. If you've been here for your entire career since when did you get in the league? Like 2016? When you go there, you pretty much make a huge career, a huge name for yourself. You're sticking here. It's been 7 years. It's been a great ride. You've seen the ups and downs, and now you're riding the high. And then the team's like, well, we're going to trade you. And even though it's for Kevin Durant, I can see where that still feel disrespectful. But I don't know. I don't know, man. To be honest, this situation has me up in the air. It does. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know how I feel about this. I honestly don't know. Because I want to say, on one side, I get where the Celtics are coming from. On the other side, I get where JB's coming from. I get where Jalen's coming from. This could come down to a money situation. This could come down to money. Like, straight come down to money. Because could he make it an NBA All-Star team? Sure. He has free chances to make it. First, second, and third. He has free chances. Does he prove to be like on the third or second or first? I think so. I wouldn't see why not. Isn't he like averaging 26, 5, and 4? Ooh, I was close. 26, 7, and 3. Those are like career numbers. It's career numbers in minutes played, points, field goal percentage, and rebounds per game. Also, he did get drafted back in 2016. And if you guys can remember, Devin Booker got drafted in 2015, which means that these two guys were just a year apart. Think about that. And I only bring that up just as a fun fact, right? Also, I wonder how many people actually remember that Jaylen Brown was a top 3 draft pick. He went number 3. So you remember that was the Ben Simmons draft class. So when Ben, Brandon Ingram, and Jaylen, and then the Phoenix Suns chose Dragan Bender, who only played 4 years in the NBA. Like, why could we never draft correctly? We could have had Jacob Plau. We could have had Sabonis. We could have had Caris LeVert. Or you know what? You know who we had? You know who we could have had? Pascal Siakam. Or DeJounte Murray. No. I just think that the Suns had enough else to live for. So if it was going to be a suicide pick, it was going to be a suicide pick for us all. I think they just wanted us to suffer. I think that was Robert Sarver's end goal. Oh, such a bad year. We had so many bad years. Anyways. Like, this could come down to money. But they also, could they offer him the Supermax? Would they want to pay the Supermax? I'm trying to see if I could get a potential contract for Jaylen Brown. I'm trying to see. Because he did sign a 4-year, 103. So he's probably looking to make close enough to $200 million. I wonder if he's going to try to get paid close near $200 million. Well, hold up. Yo, guys. This is from Sports Illustrated. This was February 4th, 2023. Two-time All-Star Jaylen Brown moved close to a Supermax deal with Celtics. This is their little subtext under their header. The former California standout could be in line for a $290 million contract extension. Oh. Would the team want to pay him that? What would that be, like $290 over 6 years? Over 5 years? Man, like, how would you do that? Like, I know how you would do that. You would just put it over more years so it doesn't eat up your salary cap in the first few years unless you wanted to do that. But does it say for how many years? But the key is being eligible for the Supermax deal is landing a spot on the All-NBA team. And there's 15 players that could earn the first, second, or third team spots. Yeah. According to NBC Sports, if Brown makes an All-NBA team, the Celtics could offer him a 5-year Supermax extension this offseason worth up to 35% of the salary cap. That could be worth approximately $290 million. That is more than any other team could offer him, and could help the Celtics avoid a scenario which he plays out his current deal comes to 2024 free agent. That's what I'm saying. So, y'all better pray that this man can get the Supermax. If not, he's probably walking. Because if there's no Supermax, then the Celtics won't be able to pay as much as other teams can in the market, in free agency. But I don't want this team to go. I don't want this team to split up. I don't want the duo to split up. I don't want JT and JB gone. I don't need Jaylen Tatum to leave. Yes, I really did just say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I am very intrigued about that because Jaylen Brown is a phenomenal basketball player. He really is. Love his game. Love his game. But I wonder if he will walk. I just don't want him because he's such a good piece for the Celtics. Like, the Celtics to him are just... Like, why make this a clean divorce when you can just have a clean marriage counseling? Like, if y'all are going through some problems, just work it out. Have a conversation. I say that's all you need to have. Just clear it up. Just clear it up that, hey, we're looking at Kevin Durant. You're worth the same value in a trade package to get Kevin Durant. If that makes you feel better. But here's my thing. I don't... But if a relationship is damaged and one side feels betrayed and disrespected, would that one side want to continue in the supposed marriage, in a supposed quote-unquote marriage? Would you want to do that? I don't know. And see, to me, that's going to make things really, really interesting. And they have the rest of this season to go, and postseason included, before his contract comes up. But he just has to make NBA all NBA. Just makes an all NBA team. First, second, or third. But I like Jaylen Brown. I just can't keep speculating on this because it's either going to be this way. Check it. He gets the Supermax deal through his play, through the award, or he doesn't, he goes to a new team. Or he decides not to take a lot of money, and he decides to just stay with his team and just work out the problems and just not remain loyal. And he hopes that both sides can remain loyal. I wonder if that's his plan. And I could see that working too, you know. I just find this really, really interesting. To be honest, I'm torn on this. Because I'm not torn, so I want him to stay. Like, emotionally, I want him to stay with the Celtics. But logically, when singing this out, I don't know. Could he feel betrayed? Could he feel disrespected? And he's not going to get enough money. He's like, you know what? I'm going to go to a team that's going to pay me. And it's going to make me the focal point. Or give me a great team. Like, I don't know if he has that type of mindset because the Celtics are darn near impressive this season. Like they were last season, the season before. And pretty much his entire tenure leading up to this point. They've been building and improving and just striving to be better. So I don't know if there's going to be a situation where Jaylen Brown feels as though he's going to leave and say, you know what, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work out anymore. That'd be really interesting to me. It's all very interesting to me, guys. All very, very interesting. I really wish that I could give you a better question or a better answer, rather, on what's going on. Just what's going on with the Celtics and Jaylen Brown. Uh, this is going to be, it's not going to be ugly because he's not tied up in more years on his contract. This is it. It's just going to be either a really sad goodbye or a really happy, hello, friend, we're reuniting once more on a new contract. Like, as odd as that may sound, it's legit the truth. So so what happens? Like, they win a championship. He's not like all NBA, so he just win a championship and he leaves afterwards, or does he take the less money? Like, what happened? Like, what happens? Like, I'm just saying to win the championship. But I think at that point, you go to the finals 2 times in a row. I think if you go to the finals 2 times in a row and you win or lose, I think you have to resign. Like, to be honest, this is actually really intriguing to me. But I'm gonna answer it for you guys now. I'm gonna stop speculating. So what's going on with Jaylen Brown, the Boston Celtics? I'm gonna tell you. They're having some disputes right now. There's some cracks in the foundation, but it's gonna be sealed and fixed with Flex Seal or some type of strong Gorilla Glue or something that can just emotionally and logically repair them. Because I don't think there's a lot of damage happening to the relationship. I think there's damage, but I think some conversations just need to happen. I think JT and Brad Stevens need to sit down again, with Jaylen Brown, talk it out, just say, look, you're fine, we're cool, don't leave, we're gonna give you the Supermax. All you gotta do is just get the All-NBA award, and boom bada bang, you will get a Supermax. We'll pay you almost $400 million. We'll do it. Which I don't know how it's gonna affect your salary cap. I have to look more into that, but very interesting nonetheless. Very, very interesting nonetheless. Just gonna be crazy how things turn around. I don't think JB is gonna be leaving the team. I don't think so. I think it'll be a massive setback for his career and for the franchise trajectory. Do I think the Celtics are a good team? Yes. Do I think they work with Jaylen Brown? Yes. Do I think that both sides can work on their own? Probably not. This is a 50-win team because of how well they've played, of how well they work together. It's been showing. So I think this will be really bad for Boston and for Jaylen Brown if they go their separate ways and JB's just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not coming back. So I think things will be fine unless something dramatically and drastically blows up before the offseason or during the offseason. I think it'll be fine. So we need to take a deep breath. I think we need to just drink some water. I think we just need to calm down and say, Celtics aren't going anywhere. JB's not going anywhere. I think everything will be all right. That's where I'm at. That's where my head's at. And that's where I'm going to keep things at. Be very, very interesting. Be very, very interesting. And guys, with that being said, this is all I have. Um, I I have really nothing else to say. I'm trying to think of something, but I can't. These are all my thoughts. I've took you guys through the two big things that have led to this. I'm not gonna say collapse, but to this ruffle in the feathers. Hmm. We're just gonna see how this plays out. We're just gonna have to see how this plays out. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to be wrapping up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's podcast episode. You know where to find me. I'll be back next week I'll be back Monday. Don't worry. Podcast episode will be out. Saturday's podcast is probably not going to happen. It'll be a miracle if it does, just because of my schedule. And of course, I'm still sick, as you guys could probably hear my voice and just everything else. So, guys, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and peace out.